All right, I'll do it this time. Welcome to the Global Nerds podcast, where we're all writers here and gamers, and what could possibly go wrong?
Y'all want to strike?
The writer's strike.
I kind of want to strike.
I'd rather go see a Super Smash Bros. Movie. Really?
Oh, decisions.
You know what? After the success of Mario Brothers film, I actually just saw it yesterday. It was fucking great. I love the Mario Kart section. I love the Smash Bros. Section of the film. Bowser's is now my favorite vocalist. You know what I mean? Peaches. It's just great lyricism and everything.
I got a treat for you after the show.
That's is it the Bowsette video?
No, I wouldn't.
Wait,
okay,
what?
now you got me wondering.
Wait, what?
You've not seen
Hold on, I gotta look this up now.
You've not seen the Bowsette film. Hang on, let me link it to you, boys.
Wow.
I mean, hey, we were all fine until he said Bowsette.
Because that's not canon or anything.
I do not mind. I do not mind it whatsoever.
Oh no.
Nintendo
My fear was correct.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nintendo,
that one.
Nintendo makes that innocent drawing one time, and the internet's like, "How can we make it fucky?"
I mean, I'm all for that. To be fair, one item, one thing, and it's just like, oh, hello, Bowsette. Can we not have you for the main bad guy?
So this is if Bowser got his way and actually married Peach. Okay, I see.
No, it's so basically what it is in Mario, they made a crown that if anyone puts it on becomes I haven't seen that version of it. Puts it on and they become like a female version or something like that. So as soon as they announced it, they went straight to Bowser and then went, this is what it would be, and it was just goth Peach. That's literally it. And yeah, that was it mainly. And I was just like, I kind of like goth Peach.
Honestly, I think that should be the Bowser equivalent for Peach. Because I like the design, it fits, and it would be best to have for Junior's mother.
Oh yeah, Bowser Jr.
Because that was a running thing in spoilers in Super Mario Sunshine if you haven't completed it.
The only Super Mario game I played was the ones that was on like Nintendo 64 or Super Nintendo, to be honest.
No,
you're echoing a bit.
I know. There you go.
But I think our biggest thing is, and I know you, Darrell, you've debunked me on this one, but I can actually see this lineup happening with the success of the Super Mario Bros. Movie. I definitely think Legend of Zelda is going to get an animated short or animated movie. It would make sense. But we've seen through the Mario movie that they're leading up to Smash Bros. It's got to be there.
Do you think it would work though? Do you think it would be good?
100%. I think it would destroy the internet. I think it would make probably more money than like Mario, because you've got a huge Smash community. You've got people that you have Mario fans, you'd have Sonic fans, Pokemon fans. If they did the entire roster, which I don't think they do, I think they probably do off the first game. Star Fox, like it would make too much money, and you're casting to loads of different fans.
Do you think
that's a lot of different animation styles, like coming into one movie? That's a lot of work, though.
Well, the way they did Super Mario Brothers, they already introduced a lot of characters. You had Mario, Luigi, Bowser. You had Peach. You had Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong. So you already had some characters there introduced. With Was it Sonic the Hedgehog? You had those characters, Knuckles, Tails, Amy,
Yeah,
are introduced. So you can kind of introduce more characters within one film. Like if we get Super Mario Brothers #2, we do know that they're in the human world now. So you can introduce them to a whole bunch of human characters. Like Star Fox got to come in, see what's going on with the disintegration of realms, I guess you should say.
Yeah, I mean,
now with going into the human world, you can also say that Fire Emblem is technically that world's history back in the day.
That's it. I think, yeah, I mean, that it'd be cool to add a Fire Emblem. I mean, even just looking at the like from Smash Brothers Ultimate, like if you've got Kirby, Metroid, again you've got more Pokemon, Ice Climbers, Pikmin. I don't know how many characters you've got, but effectively it could mean that if you introduce say like 15 characters, the next one could have 30 characters, and then do it that way. You could have so many films, or just base it off the first one.
Well, that's the thing. If you manage to do just say Super Mario Brothers 2 is actually a backdoor pilot, or even Smash Bros. The film, how many characters do you think they should have in this movie?
I'm gonna say at least. I'm gonna say at least put like at least like 10 to 15 in there at least.
Yeah. I think it should follow Smash Bros. Like the first one that came out, because that's your tester. So you've obviously got Mario, Luigi, Bowser, Peach, Yoshi, DK, Captain Falcon, Ganondorf, Link, Zelda, Samus, Kirby, Ice Climber, Nez, Fox, Falcon, Pichu, Pikachu, Jigglypuff, Mewtwo.
Well, if you're going off of Ultimate or Melee or
this is Super Smash Brothers.
Bro, original is Mario, Luigi, Donkey Kong, Link, Samus, Yoshi, Kirby, Fox, Jigglypuff, Ness, Captain Falcon, and Pikachu, along with the 4 secrets, I believe, which was Marth, Roy, Mewtwo, and
was it Ash Ketchum part of the original?
No, it's Pokemon Trainer.
No, that was just that was just Pokemon Trainer.
Oh, okay. Well, y'all know the only Smash Brothers I played was 64, and then it's sad that I have a Nintendo Switch right now and I have not played the new Smash Bros. Do y'all have that?
I do not.
It's great.
I've played it. I'm not a huge, super big fan of it, but it does look fun.
I do have to ask you guys though. Do you think the cinematic universe is like more likely to stick the landing or more likely to fuck it all up?
If it stays in the vein of Super Mario Brothers, the film, with the tone and the character design, stuff like that, I think it could be a hella launching point for a new franchise going forward. Because like I said, we already have, if you've seen the movie, we already was introduced to Smash Bros. We was introduced to Mario Kart. And the way that they're seamlessly integrated into the film, we can have that.
And I can definitely say
with that tone. Sorry, you first, man.
If it is true and this lineup is true, Disney beware. Smash Bros.
The lineup you guys was talking about is somebody made fake mock-ups about the lineup for the NintendoVERSE in film. That's fake. It's not legit.
Yeah, like I said, he debunked me on that. It looks pretty convincing, but
think about it, y'all. If it's too good to be true, it is literally too good to be true.
Right.
I don't know. We got a good Mario movie. You never know.
Yeah.
I think though, I do think that like a full-on Nintendo cinematic universe, that would be a challenge because you've got a lot of different tones to play with, a lot of different mediums. I mean, would you trust Illumination, the same company that gave us the Minions, with a Metroid movie?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You got to make that shit darker though.
Yeah, but look at like Mario. Like when you take something completely normal, like, you know, who would have thought? Like, look at the old one, the Bob Hoskins one. Like, if you imagine if they just sit down with Nintendo and they go, do it like this, and they go, are you sure? And they go, do it like this, and you go, okay. I think it would work really well. And I think that if they're on they're on the top of the game. Like, I've not seen the Mario movie, but I reckon it's probably almost very true to what Mario is anyway. So I think they'd be like, boom. Like, it would. I reckon it would work if they just give them like any control. It's like, oh, fuck it, just do it. I reckon they'd be like, okay.
I reckon you need to go see Mario movie first thing in the morning. Wake up, wash your balls, and go to the theater. It is really good.
Wash your balls and nothing else.
Walk out naked.
And the whole thing with Fire Emblem too. Fire Emblem Warriors is a good container for all the characters already listed in Smash Bros. To make a decent story or one movie out of.
Fire Emblem.
There's potential in all these series.
I'm ignorant to Fire Emblem. What is Fire Emblem? Sorry to cut y'all off.
Nintendo Fantasy series.
That is a real-time strategy game where you have one unit and you place them in its strategitic movement, almost like
chess?
Warhammer 40.
Good
yeah,
shit.
like chess.
Okay, good. Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out then.
Yeah, I think I've got like two major concerns about like potential cinematic universe though. One is like the tone, of course. I mean, like you've got a lot of different tones to play with. The other, I mean, it's the story. I mean, Smash Bros. Story-wise, it's basically Toy Story. Like these characters are literal trophies. That's how they're worked into the whole thing. And like, I guess you could say that they told a story with Subspace Emissary, but that plot was all over the place. I can't remember a single character's motivation, and they're going to try to apply. And like, if you're going to try to apply that to a cinematic take, it could work, but you've got a huge challenge ahead of you. And as good as the Mario movie is, at the end of the day, it's a low stakes film meant to sell more product. And I definitely think you're going to have to get more than one studio in on that, because I'm sorry, Illumination's just not up to the task.
Right.
And I can definitely see that, especially if they go the Ultimate route as well.
Yeah.
I think if they did get more studios in, it'd have to be up to the standard of what Illumination have just done, because I think what will happen now is you'll see, like, if the studio was really bad at producing shit in the past, I feel like now that they've made over $1 billion for Nintendo, that they've got to go, we've got to keep this as our lowest standard. If we go dip below Mario, we're fucked. If we go higher than Mario, that's a plus.
True. But I think it could work story-wise. Speaking on story-wise and how they can come to a cohesive, connective tissue as to why all these characters from different universes come together. It was already introduced within Mario movie. Spoilers alert, the blue shell is a boss bitch. Okay, that blue shell is fucking deadly. It blew up and created a whole new portal into the Earth realm, okay, where they came into Mario and Luigi's actually home world. That blue shell is deadly. But that can set up a whole precedence to where, you know, the Star Fox people are, what's on Captain Falcon, right? He's like the hero, whatever, Earth or whatever. He can be like, yo, there's a seismic event that happened where universes are crashing. We got to go investigate. So you got his character coming in, and you got Star Fox people like, yo, there's this cataclysmic whatever, something going on Earth. Boom, you got all these characters coming in. Sonic and those damn rings, you know what I mean? Couldn't open up a portal, be sucked in, and there you go. You got about 10 characters right there. You got Donkey Kong, Mario, Luigi, you got Peach, you got Star Fox, you got Captain Falcon, you got Sonic, you got Tails, you got Knuckles. That's 10 people already. 11 because of Bowser, the Toad, that's 12 characters. Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, so that's 13 characters in the movie. Boom, you got your first Smash Bro event.
That's a good point. I mean, they all got to weigh in.
Yep.
Pikachu.
Now, how the Pikachu and all them, maybe they could go in for the sequels. I have no idea how you're going to introduce Detective Pikachu into the world, because they're actually in the human world with live action people. So I don't know how you would bring them into the movie, but
with Detective. Yeah, with Detective Pikachu, it's gonna be a migraine. But I mean, it's another successful movie franchise, so I would expect it to join in.
If there's money, they'll do it, unless they hate it.
Agreed.
But
I just want to see Charizard and Squirtle on the big screen. That's all I want.
Sonic being in there could work. I honestly wouldn't mind if they just like took Sonic completely into the animated realm. Said like James Marsden, he like died on that boat or something. I don't know. Just like he's gone or something. Like I'm sorry, that character is so boring. I don't give a shit about James Marsden in those movies. Like I mean, they focus completely on the human realm in the first movie, and only in the second do they actually treat it like a video game film. It's like, name one person who's like, no, don't do that. Go back to James Marsden on the boat. He's the MVP.
What about Tinka, his wife? Like, what did they do in the movie that I don't know? I didn't even see the sequel, to be honest.
The boat just spontaneously combusted and they're gone.
Or the blue shell landed in their exact location and obliterated them. And because the blue shell comes from Mario and Peach Toad Land, that sets off Sonic. You killed my family. And boom, see, they got a darker Toad, and we
there got
why he want to beat up Peach and everybody else.
Ouch. As long as we still get Robotnik back, he's the MVP of those films.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you can add him to the roster. He's chasing Sonic, and boom, we got a new character, new challenger, Eggman.
And it'd be nice because I would have liked to play as Eggman in Ultimate, but no, we got Sora.
Right.
I wanted Goku in that.
Yeah. If they lock Waluigi out, I swear to fucking God, man.
But they my God. But they always get rid of Geo.
Waluigi. Is that the yellow or the purple one?
Purple one.
Okay, so who's the
yellow's
one?
Wario. And there's a rumor.
We got red, green, purple, and yellow. All we need is a pink. We got the whole Power Rangers.
There's a rumor that Pedro Pascal is going to be brought in to play Wario.
I mean,
you can do it.
How the sequel is, I could see that happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, if they do make a Mario sequel, what would it be based off? Yoshi's Island, the Paper Mario series, like what? What could they base it off of?
Super Mario Brothers 3. They upped the ante in that game perfectly. They could do it again in the movies.
Yeah, but granted, due to this writer strike, we ain't gonna see a sequel to the movie to probably 2029, 2030. Because everybody's on strike right now.
Man, by the time they end that shit, man, I'll be old enough to be like, fuck this. I don't even want to see the movie anymore.
I just want to pay some respects to the shows that have been put on hiatus, if not outright canceled, because of that strike. James Corden, Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, Saturday Night Live, Big Mouth. Clearly, all shows that are so belovable that we are not getting right now because of this strike.
SNL.
Major W's across the board, baby. So far, let's go.
I took you seriously until you said the British horrible name of James fucking Corden.
Oh yeah, his show's canceled. He ain't coming back.
Good.
Y'all don't like James Corden? What?
No, he's a fucking
asshole.
Yeah, he's a fucking dickhead. Like, we don't want him here. Like, you can keep him. Like, the whole of the UK were like, you can keep him, America. That's our gift to you.
I swear to God, God created that man to unite humanity against a common enemy. That's the reason he exists.
If hate was accepted, it would be focused at James Corden. Like,
what did he do so bad to make this a villain episode?
Right now.
One thing he did, when he was already paying his writers dirt, he petitioned to have writers pay docked for late night shows, and he also can't remember a single name of his staff. Can't be bothered to.
apparently he went to a restaurant and literally screamed at staff because apparently something wasn't done right. So this like world famous chef like banned him because he didn't apologize properly, and then everyone fucking bagged the shit on him, and he was just everyone just hates him. He's just really rude. Like that, yeah. The whole writers thing, as he said, like he advocated for low pay because he wants it. I think he also steals jokes as well, because he stole like a major big one from Ricky Gervais, and Ricky Gervais was just like, if you need to fucking steal stuff, you're not really a proper comedian, but please take the joke if you think it's that important. I just can't stand him at all. He thinks he's funny when he's not. He's just rude and horrible to every single person. Just because he thinks he hit it big over here in the UK, because there was a TV show called Gavin and Stacey, and he was basically the lovable fat friend that'd be like, hey, if you're gonna order food, I want my own food, but if you take my food, then I'm gonna snap your fucking fingers off because you're not taking my food. And then everybody loved him, and then he tried to be dead nice and he just failed over here, fucked off to America. You guys got the late night show, whatever. And then you had him for like 20 odd years or however long he's done. And now he's fucking coming back over here. So we don't want him. Keep him. Please give him an offer, because we don't want him.
But the problem with that is, and this will be another topic. We have a couple of YouTubers like that we've been dealing with that have been into some really nasty crap lately.
Which ones?
I mean, I'll put it this way for Corden. If we got to say one last thing about him, think male Ellen.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
But on crack.
Enough said.
Again, I don't even know what the hell the issue was with Ellen. It seemed like everybody who went to her show loved her. It seemed like the audience loved her. She loved what she was doing. I didn't see anything bad. But behind the scenes, she was basically running Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was basically her way or the highway. Like if someone, well, from what I understand, from what I did read, if she had a guest on her show that came on, and the guest pretty much like undermined her or basically took over her show and made like basically took all the spotlight off of her, she would throw a fucking fit.
Yeah.
She also deliberately aired her guest's dirty laundry on air.
Right. I remember that.
Yeah. Wasn't the one where there was someone was pregnant and they didn't want to tell the world just yet?
Oh yeah, Mariah Carey.
Yeah. So Ellen just kept going like, drink the champagne. She was like, no, why don't you want to drink the champagne? Oh, I'm just not into alcohol. I don't want to drink. Why aren't you drinking it? Have it. Quit. Have a sip. I can't. Is it because, I'm pregnant? Oh, all right. Oh, I didn't really want to tell anyone just yet. So it's an exclusive on Ellen. I fucking hate her as well. Like, I
forget. It was one person she had on her show. I saw somebody's review on it on YouTube. I forget who it was. No, it was Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber, yeah, that's who it was. When he was just getting started, and she exposed the living fucking hell out of him. I forget what she did, but she basically plastered him all over her show when he was just
she's a talk show host based on pop culture and celebrity. And you're a celebrity and your life is now open to the public, and you're going to talk show host when you know this person is notorious for doing shit like that, and you get mad at Ellen.
I think
it make sense.
Yeah, I think it's because I think
no one still doesn't give her the right to do that.
Right.
Okay, so let me paint the picture. Just like Wendy Williams, people are mad at Wendy Williams for some odd reason. I don't know, but let's just devil's advocate. Okay, this is metaphorical. Chris.
Yeah.
You got 6 baby mamas. No one knows about it, right? But you're a celebrity. Your baby mamas are on social media. You're on social media. Everyone knows who you are. You come on my show and I'm like, so I hear that someone's having a new baby. You're like, yeah. I'm like, so this is number 6 or number 7. Like, how many baby mamas you got? Like, you came on my show We know about this. We know the fans want to know because it's a worst kept secret out there. How are you gonna be mad at me?
If I knew you did that shit, I'd just send my attorney on the show.
Right.
But when you know that this stuff happens and it's the worst kept secret that you have 6 baby mamas, like, why are you mad at me?
Well, I mean, like a lot of these shows, they aren't really arranged by the actors per se. They're arranged by their agents or the marketing team of these movies. Like these shows are done to promote the project, so it's not always the actor's choice to go on there.
Okay, so Mr. Crispy, we hear that you have a show called Wrestling Strike. How many strikes did you have? Is it 5, 6, or 7? Huh? You see how that goes? Like, it's up to you to dodge that question.
Well, I don't know. I don't know, dude. I didn't even choose to come on the show. They threatened to recast me with Justin Bieber if I didn't. That's the only reason I'm here, dude.
Oh, so you're here because you need the job because you have a lot of what? Child checks coming? Like how many 6 child children checks do you have out there?
Oh damn!
I've avoided that shit religiously, so you wouldn't catch me in that.
But this is live on air. You just pretty much admitted it. Well, you have 6 checks going out.
Well, cops to his house.
let's put it like this. So
we sent cops to your house, so we have the evidence, fingerprints, and everything.
Let's put it like this. Say for example, we had Simon Bennett on, or like one of the other Ranger actors, and they turned around and said, we cannot answer any questions on this. Anything else is fair game. And we kept pushing and pushing and pushing. And they were like, no, we don't want to talk about this. You kind of think after a while, they'd be like, yeah, we're not coming back on that show. And, you just get bad. Like, I think you get not badlisted. You get like your name kind of blacklisted. So like even if you went on with like so many baby mamas, if you turn around to the showrunners and went, or to Heaven and said, look, ask me anything, but please, I can't answer this question. And they're like, okay, 100%. Would you then still press that one question that they said, please don't ask me that one question?
Yeah, I get it. It's called integrity because we have had that happen on many other interviews. We can talk about this, but don't talk about that. And we haven't pressed the issue because, for one, we have integrity, okay? But not everyone has that. And you kind of have the reputation of the show. Like, your agents are booking you for, just say, the Ellen Show or Wendy Williams or James Corden. And you know that they're going to ask these questions. So then you have to look at your agents and your camp, kind of like, okay, you guys know what the fuck is going on. You guys putting me in this position. Why? Like, fire them people.
I think it's a lot harder to kind of fire the host. If it's the people like
not the host. I'm talking about people in your camp.
Oh,
the Christmas thing. Like his whole camp knows he got 12 baby mamas. He's a deadbeat dad. He don't care about none of that stuff. It's his team should not book him on my show because they know damn sure I'm gonna ask those questions. Y'all, I'm just playing. Chris Ray got like 12 baby mamas. He only got like 4. Okay, just.
To be honest, if someone turned around and went,
Mark, the deadbeat dad. I heard PBS is making that show soon.
See,
oh my!
I think if someone turned around to me and went, Mark, you're going on the James Corden show, I'd be like, you're fired. Get the fuck out.
Right.
I hate that guy. He's on my hate list.
But in this accordance, bad publicity is good publicity, or something like that.
It is.
I can.
No, you good. All publicity is good publicity because you're getting your name out there. You get people talking. You got the news outlets and the media and the bloggers all talking about you. Like now, everybody's talking about Crispy with 12 baby mamas. I mean, it's good publicity for the Global Nerds podcast.
This is going to be the title.
And I had to pick Crispy. We already got too many stereotypes on the black man.
Oh God.
I could confirm there from experience there are plenty of white dads who don't know what the fuck they're doing. So,
but James Corden, I don't know. I wouldn't be mad at them. I mean, if they're really shitty people like human beings, yes. But if they're just doing their job and asking the questions that the general audience wants to know, which is why they're in the position they are hosting a talk show, I wouldn't be mad if someone get on there like, they start airing out my deep laundry. I mean, I can answer it or I cannot answer it. I want to get mad. Like somebody, yo, Mr. Peace, you got 12 baby mamas. I do. And is that a negative? Just we didn't work out in a relationship. So I'm moving on to another one. Just because I don't work out in one relationship, does that mean I can't continue to try to find love or a family? No, I got 12. Your wife might be number 13 for me. Keep talking. See, that's an out handle. You know what I mean? You just gotta know how to roll with the punches, man.
Oh damn, that was a whole gut shot. God damn.
We're having too much fun on this podcast.
I think we can all agree on this though. Less Big Mouth because of this strike. Good.
I love Big Mouth so bad.
What?
This is a swing and a miss. I like Big Mouth, and certain parts of it, I'm like, okay, I can live without it.
Yeah, it's definitely a 50-50 show.
I'm definitely in the minority here because I have not hated a show so existentially since Big Bang Theory, man.
I swear, Big Bang Theory.
I swear to God, they've got literal pedophiles at Netflix.
Seriously? I have not watched that show, so I can't really judge it.
Big Mouth, they're like, these characters are straight up kids, and the writers are sexualizing them.
Oh, I know Big Mouth. Yeah. Like the boy is fucking. What's his name? Sanjay fucking the pillow. And all that message is crazy.
I don't
know. Yeah, I don't know, but
they're not of legal age. It's what matters.
Yeah, it's not. But it's entertainment. It's not. That's a whole nother topic we could have on about what's acceptable for entertainment and what's not.
Well, I guess it could lead into Wednesday, The Little Mermaid, and a little bit of this writer's strike going on.
Yeah, just for the record, I just want to open this up by saying I'm with the writers. I'm rooting for the writers all the way. I mean,
absolutely.
Good writers, bad writers. I mean, like at the end of the day, yeah, you could argue that people go to the movies for the actors, for the stars, but they literally wouldn't know what to say if not for the writers. These people are inventors. They are creators. Pay them what they're worth.
Yeah, there's no way an actor should be paid between $10 and $18 million for a film.
And the writers get paid less.
It's just, and the writers get paid $5,000. Like it's not a livable wage for what they do, and that opens up the bigger question here because it's deeper than what it is. The rabbit hole goes deep. It's a lot of professionals out there that are not paid what they're worth. Police officers, doctors, lawyers. These people should be paid the 10 millions per dollars. You know what I mean? Right. These are the people that are actually saving people's lives. Actors, we don't need you. Actors and musicians, they all disappeared, the world would still go on. But you leave out doctors and lawyers and police officers, things like that, the world will crumble.
Now,
and I just see that. So
now with the whole situation with Wednesday, Jenna Ortega has come out to say she was against the writers. So I can see the writer strike being a real big thing and they should be getting paid more and all this. But this is something we've discussed on the podcast before, where if the writers are getting paid this much, their quality should be good, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then what about the actors' ability to act and tell a compelling story? Some of them are shit actors. They just got the job because of what, nepotism, or who dick they sucked, or so many stories out there letting you know that these directors only hire some people because they fucked them. Like, hello, they're out there. So you ain't got talent. So shut the hell up.
Right. Jenna Ortega has come out to say she fought the writers of the show because this was not the Wednesday she grew up with. And my immediate thoughts was, okay, you are starting to become my favorite Wednesday now. Tell me more.
Okay, just on the record, I'm not saying Jenna Ortega was someone who was sleeping around doing that. That's just the way it fell in the context of the story. I'm not saying it was Jenna Ortega. But Jenna Ortega as an actor who has a say in the writers for the show when it's your project that you was hiring on just to be a catalyst or whatever, just the face of it. I don't know why actors feel that they have so much power over the creative team of it. Just do your damn job like everybody else. They were hired to create a story. If it's not the Wednesday that you knew at your childhood, that's fine. That character still exists. It's still out there. It's not eradicated from people's imagination or mind or media. You can still have it. This is a new iteration, new character that you're playing. So why do you have an opinion in it? I don't know. People do that all the time.
Based on the net results alone, I mean, like Wednesday was a mid show, and Jenna Ortega as Wednesday carried it. So, like, clearly, whatever she did worked.
Well, she was coached by the one in the movies, and she was in it as well.
Yeah, Christina Ricci.
I think going back to what you said, I think when you like, let's take the Watcher. Was it the Watcher or the Witcher? The Witcher.
The Witcher.
Yeah. Look at like Henry Cavill. Like he said that he'd sign on if the show was exactly like the game and the books or something. And he turned around and said, "I will happily do this as long as you follow the rules. If you don't, or not the rules, sorry, if you follow the way that it's written." And then suddenly, I think it's in season 3 or something, or season 2, the writers turned around and went, "Okay, well now we're going to change the plot. So we're going to change it from what it is." And he said, "No, I'm not going to participate because this isn't true to exactly what it is. We're making the TV series." So I understand if it's creative input to turn around and make it better. But some writers, like we know from some of the other shows, where they turn around and say, "Okay, well, we're going to take this character and we're going to make them this instead, or they're going to do this." And it's like, but that's not what happens. Yeah, but I'm going to change it because I want to put my narrative in. Look at other shows like, say, Doctor Who, where the writers and the director took one of the most beloved characters and completely changed their entire backstory to fit their writing and stuff like that. And it massively backfired. I feel like if you're going to write something and say, right, we're going to take this and then we're going to run with it and we're going to do it, make it to, like, not word for word, but make it true to it. Don't decide to change it because of someone thinks, oh, this might be better writing. So if Jenna's like, look, this isn't Wednesday. Wednesday wouldn't be skipping around smiling. It's like, why are we putting it in there? Oh, well, I want to change it because I think I want to see her smile at least once. But that's not Wednesday. That's not what happens. Well, yeah, I'm gonna write it in. No, you're not. I'm gonna change that back, or I'm not doing it. I think there's a fine line to it. If it's shit writing, it's shit writing. So you want to try and make the better project. Yeah. Otherwise, why would you want a shit product linked to your name?
Which is why I'm very afraid for the Little Mermaid. And what was the projection you found, Darrell? 100 million?
For opening weekend, yeah. The film looks great. The people that got to play these characters look great. They didn't really change anything. Of course, it's going to change for the adaptation because I believe this is actually longer than the animated film. But you kind of have to do that because it's a different medium now. It's live action. It's 2023. The way things are different. Let's just face it. When Little Mermaid came out, it was done in a time where, again, America's history is not the greatest, okay? There's a lot of things that need to have been changed, from misogyny to racism to just a whole bunch of other things that was a part of the original film that needed to be eradicated. And so they made these changes, and now people are going to say, oh, it's woke. No, just because something is fixing that's just not stemmed and derived in ignorance anymore doesn't make it negative. If you want to see something change because now that it's not misogynist anymore and it's considered woke, then continue to stay asleep.
Yeah, well said.
All right, great.
I definitely think it needs to be the whole. The only reason I have a problem with it is race swapping and changing the original source material. I don't know how much they've changed. I heard at least 3 songs are being rewritten, iconic songs. Seeing Triton in his actual, there was a preview for his Triton. I like the design. I found something last night on Ariel's sisters, and my immediate thought was, dear God, they are dumbasses. I am waiting for the 8th sister to come up with red hair, white skin, and just screw everyone. It's like, if they're going to be diverse, like every single one of them's diverse. You got the Asian, you got the black, like actual black, because I think she was supposed to be like Ariel, and this one was supposed to be kind of a islander.
Yeah, it's based off of the different natures of the sea. So, like I said, it narratively, and if you're going to keep this into making more live action and more reflective of the world we live in, you're going to have a diverse daughters. You know what I mean? If he has 12 daughters from the 12 realms of the fucking sea, there's different people, there's different climates. So you're going to have a melanated person, you're going to have a male parallel person. So you're going to have that diverse reflection and presence. Again, I know it's not the source material because, for one, everybody isn't white in the world. I mean, just take the Jetsons. If you look at the Jetsons, okay, this is about the future. There's no other person of color in the Jetsons, okay? They were all white. Again, it was written during that time, okay? That's just the way it was. Like I said, American history is just terrible. It's just the way it is. If you was put the Jetsons nowadays, and it would reflect the world that we live in, which is a mixing, melting pot of different ethnic backgrounds, which is the reality, we would have people saying, well, that's not the source material. Of course it's not, because it is reflective of today, just like that material is reflective of yesterday. You're following? So this mermaid and their daughters and Ariel's sister has to be reflective of this. Now, granted, for Ariel, we already know she's iconic, pale skin, red hair girl. They could have definitely cast, someone to reflect that. That's fine. But then the other diverse sisters would have still been different ethnic backgrounds. We would have the Asian representation, the African American representation, the Hispanic representation, because
I'm completely fine with. And I just wanted the main character to be what the iconic was. That was my simple thing. But again, it all boils down to the writers. How do they see it? How they want to write it? Because sometimes it goes off of the writers into the casting calls. They go, well, this gal has a nice singing voice. Oh no!
Well, that's what it was.
That's what it was. Yeah,
they had the regular, the iconic Ariel that we know, the red hair, pale skin girl. That's who they wrote her for. But Halle Bailey came in and was like, hey, let me audition for this. You know what I mean? She was set up through her agency, and she even said herself, she didn't think she was going to get it because this is not what the character was written as. But once the directors and the creative team heard this woman sing, no one who they auditioned out of thousands of people, they said out of their mouth came close to what Halle Bailey did.
She got a great voice too.
She won the character based off of her voice alone. So my hats off is off to the creative team, because they could have just said, great, you're a great singer, but let's do what we've been doing in Hollywood for the longest. Let's use your voice and put it to a white character who we want to hire because she's the most iconic character. You know what I mean? And
which I can fully understand 100%. And listening to her voice, okay, it's spot on. But how's her acting? Over half the movie, she ain't gonna act.
Well, that's the thing. She outbeat people in acting as well. Not only did she kill them in the singing portion of the auditions, but no one came close to her acting as Ariel, as this person who's pretty much a fish out of water. You know what I mean? It was like she won the audition, and because she won the audition, just because she's a different complexion, things like that, they decide, okay, she's the best character for Ariel, so we got to do something that reflects her. So what reflects, her character, is make her Caribbean or whatever. She has locks. Let's keep those locks. Let's keep it beautiful. Let's just change the outside of the character because the inside is still the same at its core. And Ariel, there's nothing about Ariel that says she has to be white. There's nothing about Ariel that says she has to be black. She's a fucking mermaid. She could have been purple, orange, and green, looking like Nebula walking across the green. You know what I mean? It don't really matter.
Yeah. As long as you can play the character, that's all that matters. Can you do the job?
Yeah, and that's what I'm really worried about. And I'm not dissing her or anything. I'm gonna blame it on the writers if it fails, to be honest.
The only way it would fail, the movie could have been the greatest movie made in history, but because people who have that mindset and don't want to see a black girl, just keep it 100% authentic here, they don't want to see a black girl playing Ariel, they will not support it. They will put out negative reviews just because she is black. So if the movie flops, that had nothing to do on the talent behind or in front of the screen. She won it fair and square. If there was 500 people auditioning, she was the best for the job that they picked.
But
so it's not going to
also,
her ability
Disney's live action remakes have been crap. I just watched Peter Pan and Wendy last night, or the other night. I wanted to throw up. Black Tinkerbell. No acting experience. It looked like her first role. No emotion whatsoever.
Because that was
Peter Pan.
Black Tinkerbell. First of all, is Yara Shahidi. She has acting experience. She has 2 successful shows that went on to be syndicated. Everything else, like the Emmy-winning show, Grownish, Blackish. So she has acting experience.
How hard is
it? I mean, is it hard to play Tinkerbell though? I mean, Tinkerbell doesn't even talk.
Exactly. So I mean, what more can
it's like no emotion was put into it.
Yeah,
is what I saw.
Okay,
I'm sure Halle Bailey will do her best, but I still think that movie's gonna suck. I can't remember the last genuinely good, like aside from maybe the Cinderella remake, we haven't gotten a good live action remake.
Yeah, I was about to say the Cinderella remake.
Jungle Book had good things about it, but even then, I think I find that movie so overrated. I'm sorry.
I didn't watch it.
Maleficent did okay for me. It was an interesting take.
Why would you make the Mistress of All Evil an anti-hero, though?
I liked it. I like the take of Maleficent. Number 2, yeah. I just like Angelina Jolie, so I don't give a fuck if she played the doorbell. I'm watching it.
Hey, at least it wasn't Keanu Reeves.
Oh, yeah.
Emma Watson.
Yeah, I mean, her singing was sucky, but I mean, she did the best she could, and the movie was not bad. It was a good story. I like the Beauty and the Beast remake.
Mulan was good, from what I heard.
Mulan, I enjoy Mulan. That's one of my favorite because it was like we're not about to be a musical. We are about to be just a straight action film, and I like that.
Which makes actually perfect sense for its period piece, because at the time, but the way they went about it, I think, was a bit stretched. I think it was like in the middle of the movie or something. It's been a while since I've watched it. She just openly reveals, "Oh, hey, I'm a woman in the army."
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Just in the middle of everything. Nothing going on. You just reveal you're a woman in the middle of a men's army.
Wasn't that supposed to be
idiots? You get executed for that shit back then.
Right. Wasn't that supposed to be towards the end of the film?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I know she would have beat everybody ass if they would have came for her though, because she was like a Terminator in that movie. Like she was great. But now I'm back a question with Mulan since we bring her up. Would you think it would have been more receptive or more damaging if they would have cast another race to play Mulan? Kind of like how they changed Ariel and all these other characters. How would y'all feel about that if they had a white woman or a black woman or Hispanic woman play Mulan?
Are Chinese women white?
Okay. Okay, so
go ahead.
So I'm gonna say it would be very damaging if they did that. It would be very insulting, and just you would have a whole bunch of people like backlashing that entire film if they did that. I'm not a person.
But my question is to why, and I have an answer to it. But I want to know as to why would you guys feel it would be acceptable or not acceptable?
Well, a big part of what Mulan was about was, I mean, like, you know, the patriarchy was very strong there, and like, you know, the whole context dealt with the invasion of the Mongols, and it just wouldn't be historically accurate.
Right.
Perfect, and that's the point, because it has to do with the character itself. It's who she is. She's not a character. It was an actual person. Mulan is based off of a true story. So the character background is who they are. So like Ariel, it could be any race, because who she is as a character is based in an ethnic DNA. Okay, you could take, let's do the example for Black Panther. People are saying, what if we cast a white guy as Black Panther? You cannot, because his historic background, his DNA is set in Africa, not South Africa, where we have white people who are born as African, okay, with the blonde hair, blue eyes. We don't have that. He was saying this part of Africa where it's part of his DNA to be this African dark-skinned melanated guy. So therefore he has to be cast as this person. Ariel is a fish, a mermaid. She could have been orange and gray. It doesn't matter who they cast for this movie because the character of Ariel is raceless. Mulan is not raceless. She has to be of this descent. She has to be of this Asian. What is Mulan? Is that because I can't say she's Asian and Chinese because she's not. She's a specific.
I think she's just Chinese.
Yeah. Okay.
I believe
we got
so,
her
yeah.
to play that character. Yeah. But now we don't have a live action Pocahontas. We know Pocahontas. She's Native American, Indian. What is the correct word for Native American? Because we can't use that now.
Native American.
Yes. I missed that part of the discussion.
Native American.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just
Native American.
Well, we gonna
Navajo.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what side
we know who she is, right?
It's been a while.
With Pocahontas, yeah, she can't be cast as anyone else. She can't be played by a black woman, Asian woman, Hispanic woman, or a white woman. She has to be who she is. Now, if they go to around and say, we have Scarlett Johansson playing Pocahontas, I believe that.
Oh God, that would be hilarious.
Crazy. You know what I mean? Like they already cast Scarlett Johansson as Ghost in the Shell. We see how that turned out because like they're a ratio of people, but.
Yeah, I was going to say when you brought up Scarlett Johansson, I was like, but the creator of Ghost in the Shell turned around and went, I don't care who plays whatever her name was in Ghost in the Shell because it's a cyborg. So he's like, it could have been anybody. They were even happy that Scarlett Johansson was playing it because she's she is a big name or was at the time. So the guy was just like, I don't give a shit. But I know people turned around and was just like, how dare they? They should have got an Asian actress. It's like, she's a robot. She's an android. She's a cyborg. Right. That it doesn't matter. And you kind of think if the creator turns around and goes, I don't care, then you'd just be like, okay, we'll go by his creation.
Yes, that's the same. That's how I felt about the whole Ariel situation. She's the mermaid is a faceless bitch. Yeah. So.
Because I know this came up like ages ago when they were saying they were casting it and they were going, oh, it should be a white woman with red hair, blah blah blah. But then it's like, but which version of the Little Mermaid are you looking at? Because I think it's based off the Danish one, and I'm sure in the Danish thing there was no, they didn't turn around and say Ariel must have red hair and blah blah blah. So if people are going like, oh my God, we can't cast anyone else other than a redhead white girl, it's like, okay, but the Little Mermaid's a lot darker in the Danish version. So are we going off that one, or are we going off something that Disney made because of what it is? Like it's one of those things. Like I'm not really that bothered on as long as she does a great job, that's all that matters. And even if she's really bad at acting, but her singing is fantastic, the one thing that will sell from that one is the soundtrack because people will go, I want the music. I know people are going to hate on her, and it's just like, well, that's with any actor, and that shouldn't be. As long as she's done a really good job, that's absolutely fine. But we all know that the music is going to be the one thing that they focus on. And I mean, I've not seen her in any other program or film. So my first thing going into this is she going to act? Cool, But I don't like Disney live actions anyway because I think they all suck balls.
Yeah. I stopped caring about them a long time ago.
Same.
Yeah, once Lion King hit, it was like, why?
Oh
why
God!
Oh
my God. As Tina and I saw that movie in theaters together, when the credits started rolling, she's like, "Oh, thank God, it's over." That was the first movie, according to her, that made her want to run out of the theater. Oh, and I was looking over at her a few times. She looked like she was seeing the screen on fire.
No,
like she wanted out. I asked her if she wanted to walk out. She's like, "No, we're finishing this." But how painful it is.
Now, of course, we do have upcoming live actions as well. Lilo and Stitch.
Again, I just don't think it should be. Who asked for it? Like,
nobody asked.
If someone can find me that one person went, I think Lilo and Stitch would be a great film, then please send them my way so I can slap them.
That's like saying, yo, we need a Titanic too. We need to know what happened to Jack as he was drowning to death. Like, what? Who the fuck wants this?
They did actually make a Titanic too.
Yeah.
Oh God, do not tell me that.
Oh yeah, the one with the rapping dog, or the one where it turns out the Titanic didn't sink after all.
No,
what the hell?
These are real. These are real.
You've all seen the meme of the old woman that goes, "It's been 84 years or whatever."
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we could always tie it to Rita. It's been 10,000 years. And I'm out.
No, I don't know. I think the second one was they're going to go find the Titanic, and it was just like because some white woman or Rose lost her necklace, and I think that was it. I was just like, oh God, no. Titanic 2.
Oh my God, Titanic the animated. Yeah, I did not know
this
shit existed.
Oh no,
there's a rapping dog. That's the real. That's the real shipwreck of the movie.
Now I get Disney. Okay, we have the classic Disney films animated, so they want to make a new generation film, so they made them live action, which is why I understand why we can need these rebooted live action remakes. But put some effort into the shit, man. Put some effort.
And that's how I'm feeling about the Little Mermaid and this flip-floppity race type BS, because it has been said and rumored that Nani is not going to be Hawaiian.
They're making her white, are they?
Yeah. They killed off Bubbles, or Bubbles will have a major role in the movie. It's the social worker isn't gonna have any ties to the FBI, the Secret Service, or Area 51 like we should. They're casting an actual kid from Hawaii, but everyone else is being swapped. Do it in Hawaii, you idiots!
Have they said why?
An entire cast.
Have they said why they're doing that?
No.
But because they want a massive diverse cast, or they want to change it up a little bit because they don't. Again, it could be anything. They could turn around and say, "I woke up out of bed and I thought this would be the best option. I had a wank and that's what came to mind as soon as that's it." I don't know their casting choices, but I think the main thing is that they're scared of people on Twitter, and that's it, because apparently Twitter controls the filming industry.
And like we've said before,
up and chose violence. That's what they did.
Yeah, like we've said before on the podcast, when does it just be a check mark on something? Oh, they're gay. Oh, we don't have a black person. Oh yeah, we gotta check mark that. When does it become a check mark other than an actual thing? I do agree with Darrell that Little Mermaid is probably going to be a good one. Will it break 70 million to 100 million first opening? I don't think so. I don't think it's going to be that.
That's going to be out on the verdict if it's going to be good or not. I don't know. The only thing I said was good was she was the best actor chosen out of the auditions for the acting and singing. The movie could definitely be shitballs. And the movie could definitely be the greatest cinema that we ever had before. We don't know it till we see it. But I wouldn't count off somebody because she's a black girl playing a mermaid.
Yeah.
I wouldn't cast off Wendy and Peter Pan, what the fuck that show is called, because Tinkerbell was black. Like, I wouldn't just write that off because the character is different than what you were used to. It would have to be a completely horrible film. Now, I haven't watched the Wendy Peter Pan film, but I'm gonna watch it today though, just because I'm interested now to see what they did with these characters and if it's just a shit movie. Because I know nothing about Peter Pan. Like, I know nothing. The only Peter Pan I know is Michael Jackson used to call himself Peter Pan. That's it. I'm gonna go in blind. I'm gonna go in with no knowledge, ignorant as I possibly can be, and I'm gonna judge it based on his merits. I don't care if these characters are supposed to all be Hispanic and they got white people playing them. I don't know nothing about Tinkerbell, but what I've seen when I went to Disneyland, this little blonde hair, little fairy thing, like it's a flea or something. I don't know. Her being black does not bother me. Peter Pan, Wendy being played by Resident Evil's daughter. I don't know if she's supposed to be whatever. That doesn't bother me.
I think it's more like, because obviously Peter Pan back in the day, obviously, again, I don't know if it's based
back in
on
my day.
Back in my day, but I think that the main differences for a lot of them is it's changing some of the story. I don't know. Again, I haven't watched Peter Pan the animated cartoon for such a long time, but there are other ones, like you had Hook, which was the film with Robin Williams, which people say that's the better version. You've had different things, so it's when like they're saying like, oh, we need to change the problematic natures of Peter Pan. And I'm like, when was the last time someone recently went, do you know what? Peter Pan was really problematic. I think we need to change it. Do you know who ever said that? No one.
No one.
Because no one watched everyone watched the animated film and went, I'm done. I'm not going to watch that again because it's shit. So
but that opens up a door to this discussion that we're having about race representation in media, because now that opens up to like the whole Star Wars thing where once what's his name was supposed to be the new Jedi, it wasn't Rey, it was Finn. He was going to be the new Jedi.
But China didn't want that.
Yeah, so they completely rechanged everything. But you kind of see how it's like, I don't know, for me, looking in, being as a black man, it's kind of like, well, damn, can we be superheroes too, instead of just your thug that you want us to be represented as? You know what I mean? Like,
really not.
Yeah. And oh god,
we could be mermaids, we could be Tinkerbells too. Shit.
You can't be heroes with sabers though. You can't be that.
Exactly.
What's the name of the actor who plays Finn again? John something.
John Boyega.
John Boyega, thank you. Apparently he was led to believe that his character was hated for a long time because of a race thing, but then he makes a post on Twitter about Finn, and everybody's saying, bro, your character deserved better. You need more screen time. You being sold out because of China, like the CCP, that's bullshit. And he was like, I thought you guys hated Finn. I thought there was like a whole race thing going up against him. And yeah, he had to find out through the internet that people saw his character as wasted potential rather than something that should have never happened.
Because imagine if a stormtrooper became a fucking Jedi.
That's great.
That is what we needed. I don't give a fuck if it was played by a rock or an orange person. It was a stormtrooper becoming a Jedi. Disney should have had stayed on their balls. Like, we don't give a fuck what you say in China. We don't give a fuck what you say in Australia. Whoever got a problem with it, he's our Jedi. You know what I mean? Like, that would have been so great. But that just leads to the whole other thing. Is it because he was a black, or is that just the narrative they were spinning? You know what I mean? Because that seems to be the basis for everything. If it's a black character, it's an issue.
It could have been both. Who knows?
Yeah, because if you look at the new Star Wars Survivor game and the whole Fallen Order, we do know the character of what's his name, Classius, or whatever the fuck his name is, Cal, was originally supposed to be a black man.
Was he?
I did not.
Yes,
know that.
he was supposed to be a black man. But this is fact. He was supposed to be a black man, but because of the fallout that they could have potentially had with casting a main black character as the new Jedi lead in the basics of the Star Wars game, they changed his character to a white man to make it more palatable and easy for gamers. That's the issue.
Oh, wow.
We just want to assure everybody out there, Disney doesn't see race-only money.
Yeah. Right. But yet they see it all, which is really crazy. And it's like, okay.
And they enable persecution like that too.
But it makes sense. When you look at the game itself, the characters around him are all black. I mean, it was like, oh, yeah, it makes sense that he could have been a black guy, depending on where he's coming from and his upbringing. Like, yeah, he was designed to be a black character. But we don't have it. But do I like the game? Yes, because I don't give a fuck who played it. The game is fucking ball. You know what I mean? So if Hollywood and creative people just don't, if you just create art and don't give a damn about what people are saying about it, because again, all art is subjective. You're not going to please everyone. Yeah. So you're not pleasing people that he's white. You wouldn't please people that he was black. You could have made it a fucking flower Jedi. We have weird aliens out there. We could have Broccoli Man. I mean, just make your damn movie, people.
Yeah. I think this is somewhat breaking the topic, but going back to Peter Pan real quick, have you guys ever seen Peter Pan and the Pirates?
Nope. I saw Michael Jackson as Peter Pan. That's it.
Best take on the story by far. Especially their version of Hook. The guy they cast to play Captain Hook, it's like the perfect choice who you would never think of at first. Guess who they cast to voice Captain Hook in the show?
Hugh Jackman or somebody?
Tim Curry.
Oh no, not the Curry. Not the Curry.
It's
who is Tim
perfect.
Curry?
Really?
Okay, Rocky Horror Picture Show.
It's
the original.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought he died.
No,
he's alive and
around.
Oh, okay.
He had a heart attack that put him in a wheelchair, but he still voice acts and he's still going through PT. So yeah, I hope that guy walks again someday.
Why did I read a post somewhere that he was dead though? The fuck?
Right, that's what I'm saying. I thought he died.
Someone hold up. If
he's still alive because he was signing some stuff, but I think he's lost a lot of speech. Because when you see stuff
he's
like
live.
Yeah, when you go and like look at his videos and stuff like that on like Twitter or whatnot, he has a very kind of slow speaking thing. So it's really weird. It's just that he can't really keep it. You know, you'd be there for ages, like how I speak at times.
Oh wow.
Well, granted, that still doesn't diminish his contributions to the arts and stuff like that. He's still a talented actor, so he gets his flowers from me. But I thought he was dead. I'm sorry.
It makes perfect sense. The Curry is all knowing. The Curry knows no bounds.
Next topic.
Kick-ass voice actor still.
He is.
YouTube copyright insanity.
Oh, is this the one with Aiden Ross and stuff like that?
Oh,
Aiden Ross,
the man-child himself.
Okay, so I will clarify this now because I got contacted by their by the copyright people. So basically, rundown. Aiden Ross, I fucking hate because he's a fucking bellend. Apparently there's a clip of him going around that the internet anarchist used like a few clips from a stream talking about Sneeko and stuff like this, and it then his video went viral. He made around about over $8,000 on one video, and apparently Aiden Ross goes on stream and goes, "Oh, I'm gonna, I've claimed it. This is mine. Blah 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 blah." And then he, rather than doing it, it sounded like he did it falsely. Like, it's like, "Oh, I'm doing it to abuse the broken copyright system on YouTube." So internet anarchists made a video about it, talking about it, blah blah blah. And Aegis, who are the people that run Aiden Ross's company or something, sent me a tweet this morning and apparently watched my video, which had 53 views. So again, to me, wasn't a major big thing, and basically told everyone about it. They said, to clarify, no false claims were made. Automatic claims can't detect fair use, and you use Aiden's clip and not duplicate it. You then tweeted on the 23rd talking about the claim we released on the 23rd of April. Why was this left out in your video? This is unprofessional, and we did not steal $8,000 for the video's earnings. A claim only earns from the day it is claimed, meaning all past earnings stay back with the uploader. Please educate yourself now on how content ID works with internet anarchist. I can't say his name right. Also attaching a screenshot of our dispute queue, which is currently empty. And that's literally what they said.
Well, that's
so the rumor of him telling his copyright company to go after people, is that true?
I think in another clip he did say you need to go after them, go after anyone. I haven't properly looked into after that. I've only seen the first one, but I do kind of vaguely think that he did say go after other people, because it's him and I think iShowSpeed that do the same thing all the time. It's just basically if anyone talks bad of Aiden and if you use their stuff or same things like iShowSpeed, then they go like, we need to get rid of this right now and kind of silence everyone.
He's done it plenty of times. This is nothing new for him.
Yeah, I really don't like it when people abuse the copyright system. If the only time I will stand by it is if you take someone's video from their channel and then upload it without any editing just to get money or views and stuff. I cannot stand that. But if you're using small clips, that's fine.
YouTube needs to do something, though. Their copyright system works too well. You can literally just hit that button and boom, they're struck.
Yeah. I know, obviously, because with so much stuff, because the way that I would deal with the copyright system is I would have a dedicated team going through it all. But with the amount of stuff, like, I think there's like maybe like 72 years worth of stuff being uploaded every single hour. It's super hard to kind of like go around it. I don't think it's 72 years worth, but I think that they definitely need like quite a large team to go through each one. I do like the fact that they put the escrow in. So say, for example, if you put in a claim and all the money stops, so it basically goes into a pot, and then as soon as the video is released, it goes to like whoever. And I think within that time, you should turn around and say, okay, the video is going to keep money, but for the next 30 days, up to 30 days, we will look into it. And that's when you have your team dealing with it. Because otherwise it's just, if you say, for example, if I took Chris's video and then he took, and then he filed a claim and I went, nope. And it's like $10,000. And I kept saying, no, you're going to get annoyed at me. So there should be a way that YouTube steps in properly and goes, right, we're going to look over this properly. We're not going to spend 2 seconds or get algorithm looking at it. Oh no, yep, Mark's in the wrong. Money goes straight to Chris. Boom.
Right. I don't know. Copyright sucks. You already know our issue with copyright and damn Instagram. Excuse me. We getting struck on Instagram from our own damn content. I'm not striking myself. How does that make sense? But it's, it's so stupid.
Very. Of course, we've seen this with Illuminati and Legal Eagle. As much as I hate Legal Eagle and his stupid takes on the most basic of cases, he's still a content creator, and Illuminati went after him for his editors asking for advice at this point. Like, how stupid could you get? And then it spiraled downward as the rest of her crew, plus roommates and other content creators, have gone, oh no, we know this bitch from way back when. Here's the receipts. And she's going to get canceled at this point. It's so bad.
From what I've heard is, I think she has been cancelled because there's a lot more stuff that came out over time. And yeah, it's not looking that good for her whatsoever.
Oof. I didn't hear any more than what was his name?
You think about the Click?
The Click and a couple of her roommates.
Yeah, again, I've kind of been following it and kind of not at the same time. From what I remember, she basically tried to call the Click out through some allegations. The Click came out with all the receipts and said this never happened, and then all the other editors from Sad Milk came along and said, no, this is what's been going on, and she got absolutely destroyed.
So she deliberately lied. She didn't just get her facts mixed up.
Yeah, she lied to like pretty much everyone, saying like, oh, this is what actually happened when it wasn't. And it's just like, why would you do it? Like, the best way she could have done it, gone, I'm really sorry, Legal Eagle. This was a huge misunderstanding. We didn't mean this. Let's kind of make up. Nope, just went on to try and smear him. And then literally people went, well, here's the receipts. Oh, wait, I've got like buckets full. And then that was it. And I was just like, oh, so yeah, so her entire career now, because she's been losing a lot of subs, has just completely done. And also the plagiarism as well has kind of like fucked up as well.
I have friends who are huge fans of hers, so that sucks.
Yeah. It's I mean, I never knew anything about her, and then when she tried to claim that it was they used a marker on paper, and they're turning around. How was it? They're turning around and like stealing the stuff. It's just like, why? Why would you want to try and out someone? And then it's massively backfired. It's not the win that she was expecting.
No, not at all. Of course, it's just as bad as going into Nintendo and their copyright claims against people. It's where does it end?
I think I mean, with Nintendo, they're now doing the worst thing that they can do is filing copyrights on modders, people who have effectively bought these games that are literally having fun in just different ways. And sometimes with Nintendo, it's like you have to have fun, but the A to B way. So you have to play the game. You cannot deviate from this path. And I think that's wrong. At the end of the day, as long as they aren't, say, messing up the game or hurting anyone, it's like, I bought a game, I want to play it, I want to see what this game can do, rather than just absolutely slapping people all the time. It makes me think that Nintendo is a shitty company, and it doesn't make me want to go and buy any more of their products until they kind of go, yeah, we'll let you guys have fun your way.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the YouTubers and their lives, so yeah.
It sucks when they I mean, like when a lot of people look up to you like that and it turns out you were a fraud. That's heartbreaking. I can't imagine what our fans are going through right now.
Yeah, I mean, you have so many YouTubers that over the course of the past year or couple of years just absolutely destroy their careers, because I think it becomes like a power trip. I think that either someone goes from, like, say, I've just started a YouTube channel, and then 2 weeks later, I've got 1 million subscribers because of this. It goes to their head. And then, I mean, look at the whole like John Swan thing. Did anyone follow the John Swan thing?
I watched a little bit of that shenanigans. Another sad idiots.
Yeah. I'll kind of give the rundown like very quickly and kind of condense it all. So basically, John Swan was a massive, big content creator. He was in the commentary one, and he did really good videos. He really went into it, but then all of a sudden was caught out lying. So he basically said that Dream, who was a big, massive content creator for Minecraft, apparently, like, John Swan was talking to him or pretended to be him, and then like said a load of lies and stuff like that. And then John Swan pretty much went, no, it was my 12-year-old autistic cousin or something like that, and he's done this, blah blah blah. And it went on like so much that everyone believed it for a while, until all of a sudden John Swan was caught lying all the time, and his cred went straight downhill, like regardless of what he did. But he kept on going. Like for ages, he was just like, God damn it, Darrell, you and your Disney music.
Sorry.
So basically he just carried on, and then he lied, and then he was caught out, and then he was just like, what is what it is. And he just lost his reputation. But when he tried to come back multiple times, he got cancelled. But also, I think because he had such a big thing with Chris Hansen, as well as another YouTuber called Susie Lou, like everyone started
the Susie Lou stuff. Yeah. That's still going on.
Oh, that we'll quickly talk about that after. But yeah, because of all that, people then decided to go, well, what else did he lie about? Did he lie about this? Did he lie about that? And literally no one speaks of John Swan ever at all.
I keep hearing you say John Tron.
So yeah, it's not John Tron, it's John Swan. Fuck it, that's so similar. But yeah, like that was the main thing with I was calling Swan all the time, and he just didn't take accountability, and I think he has now or something. But again, no one speaks about him, no one does anything. So yeah, he pretty much cancelled himself, and obviously with Illuminati, same thing. She's just outed herself, and it's just fucked her up.
It does kind of feel, it's felt for a long time, like ever since the end of 2015, the Filthy Frank era, man, that was YouTube's golden age. It just feels like YouTube's been flooded with assholes who are only in it for the money, and I feel like that's just, oh my god, it's an era of cringe on that site right now, man.
Yeah, I would agree to some degree, because there are people who are massively cringe on the platform. I can't stand a few people, but there's a few people, pardon me, that I watch. But yeah, I just think it's absolutely shitty with the way that the platform is. But then there are people that do just want to come in for the money. I mean, look at like iDubbbz, where he was one of the biggest creators, and now he pretty much admitted, I don't like my fans anymore, but it's all for the money. And it's just like, wow.
I don't really know what to say about the guy's feelings on that, but it's like, dude, you started with edgy content and you're shocked that you still have edgy fans.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, don't blame, that's not something you blame them for.
No, I mean, a lot of people are kind of saying, like, a few years ago he was like, doing it. I think he just got laid, and then the girl went, do you know what, if you want to keep banging this, you have to change. And he's gone, okay. And then obviously he's changed it, because I think now that if he decided to come back with that edgy content and go after people again, I think people will just go, what the fuck, you can never say anything like this ever again. I don't know. Like, I used to like iDubbbz for a little bit, but his complete attitude's changed, and it's gone from being edgy humor to, Sam Hyde, please don't go after me. Please don't talk smack about me. I don't like it.
Yeah, Filthy Frank died a hero. iDubbbz lived long enough to see himself become the villain.
Yeah.
In all seriousness, though, I don't have too much of a problem with the guy now. I do kind of think the way he treats his fans is hypocritical, but beyond that, it's whatever. I mean, the creator clash has been a great thing. What they've done for charity is amazing. That was him. He started that. Well, him and some other guys, but yeah.
Yeah, like, I like the stuff that he's done for charity. Like, I think that will always be a big thing. But I think when you have, like, say, certain people that look up to you or follow you, and exactly how you reacted, and what sort of people would come out of the woodwork, and then suddenly going like, oh, fuck you, I only wanted the money. Now that I've got what I wanted, I'm a millionaire or whatever, I'm now disappearing type thing, or I'm now going to change it. It's more of a kind of like you can grow as a person, which is absolutely fine. But I think just the massive 360 that he's done is like, oh, I don't want to know any of you anymore. If you come up to me and say whatever, then we're not even going to have this anymore. I just think you just completely changed. You can change, but you can do it in a good way.
Yeah. And his fans definitely don't deserve that kind of treatment.
Yeah.
Whatever you think of the guy himself, I think we can all agree on that.
I don't know. While y'all talking about Illuminati and whoever it is, I just got some news looking around on social media that Blade has been paused due to the writer's strike. So a lot of other films are still being, affected by this strike going on.
You're just hoping it doesn't become another Quantum of Solace. You know the history behind that movie, right?
No, but definitely break it down.
It was the second Bond movie in the Daniel Craig era, following right off of Casino Royale, which one of the best Bond movies ever, by the way. But the writer's strike resulted in a lot of production halts and whatnot, and they had to write the movie without a lot of the best writers, and it resulted in one of the worst Bond movies ever, basically.
Oh.
So yeah, the writer's strikes can result in some shitty projects.
Yeah.
All the more proof that we need the writers.
Very similar to Heroes. Such a good show, but it was absolutely fucking destroyed.
Yeah, second season was terrible.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I always think that it was good until when they tried to drop the virus, So where they went up, and then it was meant to be the whole thing. The virus hits the floor, and then that's what sends out, and that's what kills people. And then all of a sudden, he catches it, which then destroys an entire whole thing, kills one person because they're stuck in a different timeline. And I'm just like, this is when the series got shit, and it absolutely killed it. And that was the time of the writer's strike.
That shit sucks. Yeah. But yeah, Hollywood, pay these writers. If you want to pay everybody else millions of dollars, pay them millions of dollars. I mean, come on. Yeah. If it was for writers, you wouldn't have that bank account. You wouldn't have them cars. You wouldn't have that home. You wouldn't have that lifestyle. So pay these writers.
Yeah, the actors aren't undeserving of the high pay they get, but the writers
deserve
better.
That's one profession where you do not need $10 million for a movie. I do not give a damn when you're literally on screen or doing the work 10% of the time when you're convoluted by CGI and stunt doubles and everybody else, and you're doing absolutely nothing to earn that paycheck.
Well, what would be a fair amount to give them then?
Not that. You give them a few $1 million because, granted, they are a celebrity. They do need to pay for their lifestyle, protection, security, all that type of shit. But as for upwards of like $10+ million, there's no way you would need that much money. You just don't.
A lot of people, even a lot of the people who had problems with J.K. Rowling because of what she said regarding the trans movement, a lot of those same fans came to see Secrets of Dumbledore anyway because of Mads Mikkelsen, just for Maz. And if a good actor can do that, can bring people into the theaters and make them money, they have earned their value.
But $18 million worth, $12 million worth of value, really?
You'd be amazed.
Because last time I checked, a doctor who just did open heart surgery and saved someone's lives, I think they deserve the $10 million. But that's just me.
Yeah. If aliens ever visited our planet, they would be fascinated. I mean, we worship people who pretend to be heroes on screen, while actual scientists and doctors often lavish in obscurity.
That part. Yeah, but aliens do visit our planet. Y'all don't hear them? They come down and they're like, "Oh hell no, get us out this ghetto ass shit," and they fly away.
I was recommended this by someone. I'm not going back to that planet again. That fucking sucked.
Yeah. I mean,
they talk about us. They're like, "Yo, you been to the trenches? Like, what you been to the trenches? That planet called Earth, man. That shit is just nasty."
You do not want to go near there ever again, please. Yeah, we've got petitions to stop it.
I'm pretty sure aliens have looked up Earth's history and been like, "Yeah, I ain't trying to fuck with this planet."
Exactly.
I think they just play practical jokes. Be like, send out that signal again. It says "fuck you" in our language. We'll just say it's amazing. That's all that happens.
Man, they still killing each other over food. What the fuck?
Should we give them the replicator technology?
Saw the Hunger Crisis yet? Nope.
Did they forget they can just grow that stuff?
Right.
Yep.
Should we give them replicator technology that could make it? Nah, Frank. Nah. What the fuck are you doing? That's a funny joke. I know, right? I agree. I think that actors shouldn't be paid as much as what they are, because effectively all they're doing is just playing pretend and memorizing certain words. I mean, I'm not going to say I know there's some amazing actors and stuff like that out there, but I kind of think without the writers, editors, visual effects artists, and stuff like that, the person that say
nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
For clarity, I want to clear this. I'm not saying actors do not deserve what they're worth. However, I am saying that no one on this planet that's an artist or whatever, you're pretending to be an actual doctor on screen and you get paid $10 million when these literal doctors are being paid chump change. It's just it doesn't sit well with me. It's crazy. Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
It's my kind of thought with say footballers as well. Teachers, doctors, and all that should be paid more. But when you have a footballer that gets say per game let's say they get 8 million per game, it's okay, yeah, you have to train and you have to do stuff. But I don't think running around a pitch for 90 minutes is worth like £8 million pounds.
Thank you. It does not make sense where your teacher is literally shaping the future presidents, future scientists, and they can't even afford a meal. I don't understand. You are a teacher here. You're literally shaping the future.
Yeah. There's a bill being talked about in Congress right now. Yeah, sure. I forgot what Congress was for a second. I was just like the old people thing, but they're talking about raising the minimum wage for teachers to $60,000.
You know what?
Not like
that's not acceptable. Awful. No, it is awful.
Yeah,
the basis. Okay, we're not shitting on bus drivers. I'm a bus operator. I've been a bus operator for 10 years, but that's our starting salary. You know what I mean? Like, come on, you guys are teachers. Minimum should be 100 plus. Just if you want to look at to the foundation of what teachers do.
Yeah.
And then
it's an improvement over the 30K in certain states.
Exactly. And now you guys literally have to protect people's children with firearms because you never know going to class one day to teach a student. You never know if they're going to blow your brains out. This is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
The people in the arts and music industry and entertainment should not be paid as much money when we need those funds to have resources for things that fucking matters, like cures and doctors and teachers. Like, I just don't fucking understand. I just don't.
But you can already hear those shithead right-wing grifters already going, I don't know, $60,000 is a lot of money. Are they really earning that, or are they just being entitled? Yeah, we're earning that, fuckers. Why don't you try our jobs?
Exactly.
That's left and right, because they're like, oh yeah, going in a routine every day, getting jobs and, working for your home and all this. It's satisfying to me.
Well, I want to give you my personal flowers, Mr. Crispy, because what you're doing for the future of your youth, it's really well. It's really good. There's no vernacular I could use to say how much I appreciate it, because shaping the future is the hardest job that we can do. It's second to being a parent, because you are a fucking parent at that point.
Yeah. I mean, like,
wow.
Lots of kids, a lot of the kids out there right now in this day and age, they need good mentorship, man. I just want to help.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. I feel so bad for the next generation coming up. Like, I mean, our climate, like, being exposed to all of this through the wonders and horrors of modern technology, and having to pick a side of either political fence, and they can't disagree on any point or agree with any point from the other side. They got to join a tribe, stick to it, otherwise be ostracized.
Why I hate politics and everything going on right now.
There is nothing good about this culture war, dude. There's nothing good about it. It's just toxic.
And why MatPat has exposed the Mario movie to be the best movie in existence for exposing the industry. I literally just refreshed my YouTube to see what was going on to pick my videos for after this, and I saw that. And I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'll watch it later. But anyways.
Yeah. I ain't got shit else to talk about because we went through an array of topics, an array of tones and shifts and detours. We covered
Nintendo
a lot.
Is going to have, Nintendo's going to have to if they want the cinematic universe to work.
Oh yeah,
exactly. We covered a lot today.
Don't trust Illumination with a fucking Metroid film, please.
Well, hey
Nintendo's watching this
right now. This movie has passed 1.1 billion worldwide. So yeah, they're going to continue the franchise. 1.1 billion speaks a lot.
Yeah, that's a challenge, but if they're up to it.
But dear God, if they and Chris, I know you called me out on this. I was rooting for a Legend of Zelda TV show remake.
Oh, hang on. If we're gonna talk Legend of Zelda TV show, let me find you something so you can all see this and laugh.
Yeah. But you're going to be talking about another MCU movie. You need another thing where you need to go to Disney Plus for context. You don't know what's going on in Doctor Strange 2. unless you've seen WandaVision.
No,
Sounds like
that
another one
should
of
be
those scenarios.
Now, technically, the Mario movie was a remake because we did have the Bob Hoskins and the other guy. Why his name escapes me.
I generally don't count that as a Super Mario movie. I mean, it didn't even have anything in there.
No, I fully agree, but I count it as a decent remake.
Yeah.
If we're gonna get a Legend of Zelda live action or something, I want it to be just like what I linked you boys to.
Let's be real here, though.
What the hell am I watching?
If Bob Hoskins had been in a better movie, he would have been the perfect Mario. In a better movie.
I raise you one, Danny DeVito.
Ooh.
I raise y'all another one, Beyonce as Mario.
Danny DeVito as Wario. That would work.
Goddamn Beyonce.
I mean, when they didn't let me into Smash anyway, I started blasting.
You know, yeah, you know exactly what would happen. Beyonce is now registered for Smash Brothers, and be like, oh, Beyonce is about to get smashed.
Well, there's Darrell's main right there.
Yep.
Right.
She throws Grammys at people as a special attack.
Like, so Darrell, can you tell us why you main as Beyonce? The plot.
She's just amazing. Okay, there's no word. She's Beyonce. She smashes people with Grammys at her special. What is it? What's their special attacks called? Like their special finisher?
Final smash.
Then her final smash is she jumps in the sky and go, oh! And you got Destiny's Child come down, and they all say, "We don't want no scrubs," and they scrub the screen, and everybody just obliterates.
You need to make this character and just sell it. Just sell the character. You and Beyonce would make so much money together.
And I've got some news that's just dropped. It says the Flash star Grant Gustin says he's open to return as Barry Allen in future projects. I'll probably be associated with this character more than anything else in my career for the rest of my life, so I'll always listen to any Flash pitch.
Is this Ezra Miller you were just mentioning? I spaced out part of that.
No, this is Grant Gustin, the CW Flash, the pretty much decent Flash. Okay, the Flash that I want the most. I would just be like, James Gunn, fucking hire this boy.
I mean, he could replace Ezra. You know, we got the Flash coming out, but then, you know, we know it's the cataclysmic world event or whatever. So he could be brought in from the his universe. But I mean, they would have to bring over Iris too.
To be fair, if they were given better writing, I imagine it would be really okay. So I would not care as long as we got really decent stuff, because seeing like for Grant Gustin on the big screen, I'd be all over that. I'd be like, I'd actually watch it. Yeah. The CW writing was absolutely fucking atrocious. Bar like last week's episode was actually the best episode in season 9. But I'd be open for that. I'd be like, I don't care as long as it's not like you're my lightning rod all the time. I'd be like, no, fucking write that better.
Well, I'm sitting here thinking now y'all gotta be thinking about how can Beyonce really enter this universe. We got Peach, voiced by Anya Taylor-Joy. What's the other Peach name? The other girl?
Daisy. That could work.
Daisy.
Daisy.
No.
Beyonce could voice Daisy, y'all.
No.
I can imagine that.
No.
Can you imagine Daisy with that deeper voice?
We're all going too far. Polly.
Mama Queen as Princess Daisy.
No, she has to be Paulina, because Paulina in Odyssey literally sings throughout most of the game.
Okay,
Paulina.
Okay, that's a good point.
Okay,
yeah.
that's fine. Paulina.
Hang on, wait, no. Let's go one step further. Beyonce as Bowsette.
Yeah, that'd be hot. That'd be nice.
Oh man.
Oh, okay. You know who could do Bowsette? Sofia Vergara.
Who?
Oh yes. Yeah, I will see that. Wait a minute.
Yes.
Now. We casted the sequel to Super Mario Brothers right now. Daisy, voiced by Sophia. I would love that.
Oh God.
If they ever bring in Dementio, Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill.
Dementia. What game is he from?
Super Paper Mario. He's basically the Mario franchise's answer to the Joker. Like imagine the Joker if he had like dimensional superpowers and wanted to destroy the world.
Oh man.
Damn.
Taylor Swift as Yoshi.
Hey,
I'm thinking about bringing people into the theater. Okay, she would have like 1 billion people in that theater just to hear her say Yoshi.
And everyone just leaves after that. I've had our fill.
Tina would definitely walk out of that.
Like casting number 2, what characters would you have in Super Mario's 2, and then who would you cast as their voice actor? Because knowing it was Chris Pratt as Mario didn't bother me once I got in like 5 minutes in the movie. It was like, oh shit, he's perfect.
Right. I mean, who would play Birdo?
I don't even know who that is.
Birdo was pretty much the female version of Yoshi.
Oh. Ariana Grande shit, I don't know. What's the female actors out there? Sandra Bullock. I was just shut up.
Sandra Bullock could be a good Rosalina.
Oh.
Because Rosalina's got like a kind of otherworldly wisdom to her, and Sandra, she's played leaders in other movies. She could pull it off.
I still want Sophia to play Daisy now. I don't care about that. I could see her as Daisy.
I just want Selena Gomez in there somewhere.
Selena Gomez could play. Okay, you know how we got Toad to Peach? Who is the Toad to Daisy? Toadette. There you go. So she can play Toadette.
I could probably see that happening.
Yep.
Dang, shoot.
Okay.
Now the gears are running.
Right. Now who y'all casting as Wario and the purple?
Shit.
Danny DeVito is Wario.
Okay.
Pedro Pascal is Waluigi. Yes.
No. Barack Obama as Wario.
Oh hell no!
Can you imagine his voice?
Oh my
god! If you're not gonna let me into Smash, don't mess with Wally-O. Don't mess with Wally-O, man.
Yep. And we need his counterpart. We need what's his name? Donald Trump up in there.
Oh, Waluigi.
Donald Trump. Donald Trump is King K. Rool. Oh no, Trump is Ganondorf.
Okay, that's bad because I can actually see that voice. That's sad. Chris, why did you do that?
Give me the Triforce. You know it's mine. I'm the chosen one. If you make me do it, I'm gonna have to do it.
See, Trump's good for some things.
Don't make me slap the green kid, Zelda.
If he do it, this will make the movie a multi-billion-dollar franchise from all the white ringers, who are his people supporters is, the Trump supporters, will be showing up, boy.
The entire QAnon packs the theater.
What? This is the highest grossing movie ever. Like, okay, Nintendo, you know how to work it, boy.
Well, the thing is, the worshippers, they're the bad ones. I agree. Do I believe in Make America Great Again? Yes. As a phrase.
Yeah.
Not as
not the way they want to make it great.
Right.
You want to go back 200 years? Fuck that.
Yeah. If
some
people
do,
like
some
that have
don't.
their way. Dark Ages. That's what's happening.
I just want the Trump policies of, hey, we actually can go to work now and do the things we love under $30 worth of gas. Way under, like dollar. No, wait. The lowest we saw was in Georgia at $1.49 gas.
Ooh, I wish I could see that because out here the lowest is $4.59. It's the lowest we have out here.
That's low.
And don't force us into electric cars.
Oh no, we need electricity, man. We need electric cars. Okay, I am tired of polluting the world and having this. I'm in Los Angeles. It's supposed to be called a sunny state. It is so bipolar out here. 10 minutes is hot. 10 minutes after that is raining. 10 minutes after that, we got snow. We got tornado runs. Like, no, we need electric cars. I'm tired of this world going to hell in LA. This is crazy right now.
Electric cars aren't going to be the solution, though. I mean, they'll be part of it. They're a step in the right direction, and I think they'll work. I mean, yeah.
So you want to pay upwards of 10 grand just to replace two batteries in your electric car?
There is also a scammy element
the
to
ID4. It was really nice. And
speaking of which, have you gotten your car back yet?
Absolutely not. So I'm just gonna buy it.
Gee, I wonder why.
I ain't even asked for them to go to a dealership. Like, I literally was at a dealership yesterday, and I was just looking at all the cars. I was at Audi, Kia, Toyota, Porsche, and I was just looking at the cars. Like, I'm okay with my 2017 Ford Escape that I got right now.
Yeah, the Ford Escape is pretty good. It escapes people.
That part. But what it don't escape is the gas prices. That little car is so small to be so fucking hungry. Like, why do you must eat all this damn gasoline?
Yeah, I guess at least once, twice a week. Or 2 weeks, sorry.
I wish. The other thing is, I love about electric cars is I have a what you call that? A level 2 charger installed in my home for my electric vehicle. So I just plug it in, you know what I mean, and go.
But it's no good on trips because, look, it's been 3 hours. Now I gotta sit here for another 3 hours. Let it
it does not take that long. It takes, if I want to go from 0 to 80%, it only takes 30 minutes to fill. But if you on a road trip, because we've done it on a road trip, you go to a charger, let me go to the bathroom. You come back out, that's what, 10, 15 minutes. You got battery enough to make it to the next charger or to your destination. So it's not that hard to do a road trip, depending on the network. Okay, if you're in a Tesla, there's chargers everywhere for that shit.
Okay, so let's say LA to Montgomery.
You can do it with Electrify America and Tesla. You can do it. So you have ways to charge your car. It may extend your trip literally by a couple more hours because, again, you will have to stop at a charger. Possibly the longest you would stay is 30 minutes if you want to charge it to 100% from 0. You know what I mean? So,
which I'd be that paranoid son of a gun that would go, oh, I'm on 3/4. I'm at a little under half. Gotta charge it.
Yeah, once you get your electric car, all that range anxiety will fade because it faded for me. Because it's just like you can see how many miles you have left, just like a gasoline powered car. But I do understand it is very hard to find a charger station that you can, a gasoline station. You know what I mean? Those are everywhere, like every corner. Oh, I'm running out of gas. Let me get up on this exit. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna find a gas station within 5 minutes of exiting this exit. You know what I mean? So,
I mean, there's pros and cons to having electric cars, but forcing everyone to get into an electric car immediately, and I brought this up before, you're going to spend upwards of probably $50 billion to switch everyone into an electric car. You're going to pay off all those
you gotta
debts?
make that shit. You got to make that shit cheaper first.
That too.
Yeah, they need to.
And electric bills too. Oof.
Who the fuck did that? Happy birthday, King. Who did that?
It was back in the day.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's still something we should talk about right in the.
No, we are not talking about that shithead today. I don't feel like it. I'm moving on.
Going back to electric cars.
Are we going to put this in the podcast, by the way, or is it going to go in a Patreon special? Because we're getting political here.
this whole political conversation. Yeah, we about 2 hours in, and we went through some race stuff. Some that's all we touched on today.
Sorry.
Fuck it then, or
that's all we touched on today. It's not that bad. It's a great episode. It's an eye opener. Personal views. It's a great conversation that we had.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad we can like all talk about this. Like, you know, there is still a place out there where a disagreement is just a disagreement.
Right.
True.
I hope we prove that for you guys, for anybody listening to this.
Yeah, because we disagree on a lot of shit. Like the topics we want to choose. I don't know what the fuck this YouTube shit was talking about, but I'm like, all right, go ahead.
Yeah, we disagreed on the topics, and I tried to cancel them all on Twitter, but it didn't work. So we all get along now.
But you know, it's time to go along with our day. We're at 2 hours at this point.
This was fun, guys.
Yeah, I got to go crazy writing because that's all I'm going to do today.
Well,
doing a little bit of that too.
I'm guessing we're just going to end it here because we'll catch y'all next week.
Bye. Catch y'all nerds later around the globe.